All right, so I read a headline and it said, "It's our duty to be great." Now, I didn't even go into the article. I didn't even see what it was about because immediately my brain started just boom going, right? So let's talk about where my brain went. This is how I think, so good luck. 250 years ago, a bunch of ordinary, everyday people took on one of the most powerful navies in the entire world. They were trying to take on high taxes, heavy regulation. They really, truly had no real shot on paper. They didn't really stand a chance, but they didn't back down. They didn't ask why they couldn't win. They risked it all. And because of them, today, you and I get to ask a different question. What are we doing with the freedom they bought us? So it's our duty to be great. This isn't about permission, it's about an obligation. Welcome to Dreams Don't Expire. I'm just Janae. For those of you who have never been here before, just before my 60th birthday, I changed my life. I decided to quit playing small. I decided to go after my wildest dreams. I realized age doesn't matter. Dreams don't expire. And it's never too late to become who you're meant to be until you've had your last breath. Well, I think I got another 30 years, so I may as well become who I'm meant to be. And so this podcast is to remind you that it's never too late to go after your dreams. So on today's episode is about why playing small isn't humility, it's a debt left unpaid. Why I say that is people sacrificed so we could become whoever we want. Not just survive a dream, but dream wild, play big, be authentically ourselves. We owe all the people who made it possible, the generations who risked it all so we would have a better life. So playing small isn't safe, it's just quiet failure. I look back at my grandparents during the influenza. They opened a store because the great influenza took one of their child's life. And they wanted to make sure people in their community had the fresh fruits and vegetables that may prevent them from losing a child and going through the heartbreak they did. Now, they could have really just sat in that heartbreak. They could have just really said this is a great tragedy and there's nothing we can do. Instead, they said this is a great tragedy. What can we do to help our friends and neighbors and family not have to have the same great tragedy? Well, we're going to open a store and make fresh fruits and vegetables and food available so that maybe they don't have the same heartbreak. That's impressive. My parents, well, our home wasn't fancy. We didn't have a lot. We actually had very little. But my parents would always open our home and always offer a meal, a ear, a hug to whoever came through. My mom, oh, she sacrificed big for me, for my siblings. I was the 8th of 9 children, and my oldest sibling was 18 years older than me. So I know I got to do more than they did because I know some of them helped pay for some of my things. I got to do dance, and I know it was nothing my parents could afford. So I'm sure I had siblings who helped. But I also know the gas to take me back and forth multiple times a week was a great sacrifice to my mom. I know she went without a lot so that I could become whoever I wanted to be. She made sure I had opportunities that I would not have had otherwise. So did my sisters. They made sure to give me opportunities so that I could play great, and I haven't. I owe my grandparents, my parents, my siblings, I owe them a debt for the opportunities they gave me. None of them played it safe. That's the legacy, not staying quiet. Who in your family has sacrificed? Think about it. Think about, as far back as you need to go, all the sacrifices that were made so that you could have the life you had. You know, life hasn't been easy for me, just like everyone else. I've had my own trials to overcome, and it has taken me decades to get out of survival, to believe I deserve and am capable of a beautiful life. Seems like that should be just what everybody thinks, but I know there are a lot of people who, like me, think that this is just what life gave you. Deal with it. But here's what I've learned. You have the ability to make your life what you want, and there is no right time. There is just the time you have and what you decide to do with it. Nobody was going to hand me permission. I had to write it myself. That is hard, harder than you would think, to give yourself permission to go after an amazing life, to give yourself permission to think you deserved it. But what if you change that thought process and say, I have this duty to those who came before me to live the best life I can because they fought to give me those opportunities. That changes things. It now isn't about what do I deserve, is what do I owe those who came ahead of me. And I don't like to owe people, so I am going to be more quick to jump into that greatness so that I honor them than I am to go, this is what you deserve. Now, I've gotten better at what I deserve, but we always fight what we deserve. But when you realize that from 250 years to now, generation after generation after generation has fought for us to have a better life, don't we owe it to them to step into that better life? Now, here's the thing. I didn't get into this better life on my own. I had some amazing people who showed up, who taught me, who listened, who helped me see my potential, who gave me the tools to become more, who was there when I felt hopeless. And now it's my turn to pass it forward, right? To pay it forward. My book, my podcast, my women's group, my consulting is all about me paying forward my debt to all those who gave me the opportunity. All those from the great people who fought for our freedom, to my great-great-grandparents, to my great-grandparents, to my grandparents, to my parents, to my siblings. All those people who fought to give me the opportunity. I owe them. So greatness isn't about being fearless. It's about doing it scared on purpose because someone paid for your shot. And I know a lot of people paid for my shot. So it's my duty. Who gave up something so that you could be here? And what did they risk? I want you to think about one way you've been playing small this month and one small scared step you can take this week. If you notice, most of our challenges go back to you getting uncomfortable and playing while you're still scared. This is everything I am building my life on, is the quit playing scared, quit playing small, get out and do it anyway. I am stepping out of my comfort zone all the time because that's where my dreams are, or I'd already have them, right? Well, your dreams are outside of your comfort zone. So I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep reminding you that you deserve more than what you have, no matter what you have. You deserve more, that you have amazing gifts that you need to pay forward. You have been given great opportunities, and it's your time to step into those opportunities or to go out and find them, because they don't always just drop in our laps. Sometimes we have to do the work so that we can find them, so that we can be ready when they do show up. It's your duty to be great. Who's ready to step into it? I'll see you next time on Dreams Don't Expire. Thank you for spending this time with me and for listening with an open heart, for choosing to invest in your growth today. If this episode spoke to you, I would love for you to share it with someone else who just may need the reminder that their dreams still matter. Sometimes one conversation, one message, one moment of encouragement can change everything. And if you want to go deeper, my book, Rise, Believe, Become, was written with you in mind. There is more out there for you. Your potential is so much bigger than you'll know. This is your time to find the courage to take the next step in your journey. You can find my book on Amazon. This is just Janae reminding you that no matter what phase you are in, your dreams don't expire. Until next time, keep rising.